welcome to my channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Mods, and today guys, we are going to continue with our Back to the Future DeLorean build. So we are going to do issue 101 of the Back to the Future DeLorean, and we are going to be continuing this week. We are going to be continuing with the wiring down the car, I believe the left hand side of the car, that's correct. That we're going to be doing today. Now we have got a few bits of fiddly bits to do in this one. It's not going to be an easy issue. I don't think it's going to be a very quick issue either in terms of what we're going to do. I am thinking, not too sure yet about speeding a bit of it up because we are we've got to separate some wires and sort of put them into this thing, and yeah, that's a bit that was complicated to me, but I'm really excited to start this one because it really is starting now to look like the iconic car from Back to the Future. So let's get started on this one today. So with all that said, let's get modelling. Okay guys, let's get started. So the first parts we need is these bits here, and what we need to do is we need to wrap this mesh around this tubing. Now I think this is going to be easier said than done, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to sort of wrap it around first of all, so like that. That's not too bad. And then we need to put some screws in it, and the screws we're going to be putting in it are MP screws. So now these are tiny, may need a small screwdriver. Yeah, the PH00 screwdriver. And then we need to line the holes on this piece of mesh up with the holes on this, which I can tell you now is not easy. Right. First it's finding out where the holes are, and it's seen into the mesh. But if I can get one in, which is the centre, I'm hoping that'll keep it in place and just line the other ones up. So that's one in. Now, remembering we will have to do this on the other side of the vehicle. Okay, that's two. And then we'll get the third and final one in place. Okay, that was a lot better than what I thought it'd be. Just making sure that's all nice and bent around. Next, what we need is we need these two brackets, and these are literally going to go on just around the mesh, so just like that. Screw should stop them. Excellent. Okay, so now what we need to do is we actually need to put them on the car. So I'm going to bring up my larger part work upgrades cushion, and we will get them on the car. Okay, so it's going to go just down into here. Let's see, put the overhead camera on. So it's going to go into two holes just here. Now I want the screw holes to be hidden, so I'm just adjusting to make sure it goes in. Okay, now this needs securing in with two KM screws. Now we are going into metal, So I'm going to use a bigger screwdriver for that one. The only thing about this vehicle is I'm going to keep on turning it upside down until we'll get to the point where we don't need to anymore. I didn't put any 3-in-1 oil on that one, but actually that's going in not so bad. Okay, that one's gone in beautifully. We'll get the other one on. Okay, that's nicely in place now. Really impressed with that. Okay, so next thing we need to do is flip the car back over to the correct way, and we'll put the Part Work Upgrades cushion away. Okay, because the next thing we need to do, I need to bring the car back over, and I'm going to work it on this side, so I'm going to need it like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring in the little side camera, and then you'll be able to see what I'm doing. So, okay. So the problem is the parts are behind me. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we've got this sort of affix tube in here, and that is going to go in to these holes here. Now I have glued my last lot in place, so let's just see if I'm going to have to do that again. Probably yes, because that is quite loose, so we'll do that now. Get me glue, and I need me glue spreader wherever that's gone. Oh, it's there. We'll get there. Okay, so we'll get a little bit of glue out. Really am impressed how it how that little mesh thing and the bit of bottom is looking. Really does look nice. So we're just going to bob some glue in here, and just a bit in there, not a lot, just enough to hold it. This is just for my sake, and I don't want it to be held there. Okay, so just hold that there a little bit longer, because it's plastic on metal. It can take that little bit longer to set, plus all the metal is cold, so it's not going to help the glue set at all. Next thing we need is this piece here. Now this is going to sort of connect onto this and go into the car around the back. It's going to be very hard to sort of show where this goes. So that goes there, goes underneath that, and I have seen a few of these, and what some people have done is they've just dotted a bit of glue in there, so that is what I'm going to do. There we go. So I'm just going to dot a bit of glue just in there, and bring it down and attach it just like so. The other end is in its hole, which I'm happy about, and that's going to stay in that place. Okay, so that's that stage done. So what I need to do at the moment is I'm just going to move the car out of the way, and we'll go back to the build camera. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we've got these two pieces just here, and what it wants us to do, it wants us to combine these two pieces together, so it would go on just like just like this. Then what it's wanted us to do is to put this on the car. Now, I've watched a few videos of this and I'm going to do it a little bit differently. Because what we need to do is we need to unravel this wire and literally pass it into the tiny holes we see in there. Now, I think this is going to be a lot easier to do, and I agree with the way some people have done it, that this is going to be a lot easier to do while this is off the car. So I'm just unfraying the wires. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bit of electrical tape. Now this is so I don't want the wires fraying any more than what I want them. If not, it's going to look like a complete mess. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get some electrical tape just there. And I'm just literally going to tie up the rest of them wires. That should allow me to put all of them in place, but not for this to fray any more than what it should do. That's the theory anyway. So, now this is the bit I was thinking of speeding up, but let's just see how this goes the way it is. So, looking at the instructions, I'm going to have them closer to me, because I remember when we did these inside the car. Okay, so some people have just done it whichever way they wanted to. I'm going to try and go with how they've got it in the magazine. So the first one we want in at this end, at the far end, is a black one. So let's pop that into place. Yeah, now that was what my worry was, that this thing is just going to come apart. Now there is another way I could do this, is I could pop a little bit of glue and then that would hold them, and that's the idea I'm thinking of. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue in the first channel. If I can find where I put my glue previously. There we go. So just going to put it in the first channel. Maybe better with a cocktail stick for this one, because that is going to work out to be a little bit thinner, and I can get the glue into the hole where I want it to be. So the first one is a black wire. Now the problem you face when doing this is you have to hold it down once you've got the wire in place. So I'll use the other end on my cocktail stick to do that. The next wire is a yellow wire. Now it may look like a bit of a pain at first, but as we move down, adding more wires, it's going to work out a lot simpler. In fact, I might just get some tweezers just to help me out a little bit. Okay, that's a yellow. Next we need is a red. Okay, the yellows come out. Making sure I push these in. Okay. Right, so next is a red. Again, tiny amount of glue. Okay. Next is 3 or 2. Just looking. 2 blues. Okay. The next is another blue. And this is definitely the way to go with this. I mean, imagine putting this on a car. Good, it's more glue. Okay, so that's blue in there. And then literally it's red, blue, and red. Let's get the red in place. And then we'll get another blue in place. This is quite relaxing when you work it out eventually. So blue. And then lastly, we need this red one from down here. So yeah, like I said, I wasn't going to speed this up, but I really enjoyed this actually. Process, I must be mad, but yeah. Okay, so they're all now in place. I'm really happy how that's turned out. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back on. If I can get it back on. All there are nicely in position anyway now, so I'm happy with that. Okay. What I'm just going to quickly do is I'm just going to trim off any of the excess. Okay, and now what we need to do is we need to bring the car back across. So let's clear the decks. Shall we clear everything out the way? Okay, bring the car across because it's basically going to go into these 2 holes just down here. It's alright to move the part, but now you can't find it again. Okay, now with this it's saying that the wire is coming up and then down, so that's what I'm going to go with. And we need to secure this in with 2 screws. So I'll get 2 of them ready. Right, that's one in place. I'm going to get the other in place, and then we'll secure the whole thing in. Okay, so them wires that are in there now are the magazine. Now we need to get this, and we're just going to feed this down. I do need to take off that electrical tape there, but that has stopped that from fraying any more, which is what we are trying to achieve. Okay, so this is now going to traipse down here, and what we've got to do next is reposition this, and we go to our little side camera. We're going to be basically training this wire now to go around this that we've put on, and we're going to be doing that exactly the same as what we did last time. We've got some of this wire. So the first one it's asking us to put in is one just above, so just here. So now, as far as I'm aware, the next few issues we're going to have of this are just going to be probably repeating what we've done on the other side. But this hasn't been too bad actually. Right, so at any point if I can grab it with my tweezers and then try and twist away. Okay, then we just, as before, cut off the excess, and okay, so we've done that one where it's asked us to do it. Where's the next one it would like us to do? Okay, so just above the wheel arch here, so just here is our next one. Luckily this one doesn't seem to be in a really annoying place where it's hard to get twisted upon. Well, it's hard to get this wiring to twist. Sometimes I'll just get these tweezers and just try and tighten it a bit, so I don't want it too slack. There you go, that's nicely tightened that. I'm happy with that. Okay, so that's that one. Oh, excuse me, my nose is itchy like mad. It does this sometimes. And it won't stop for a few hours. Okay, so the next one, we just want to be putting it down here. Got it. Okay, so that's that one in place. Okay, and then it just wants one more, just down right at the bottom. But I'm gonna have to prop this up with something to just to get there. So just give myself a little bit of extra room. So if I just get this roll of insulation tape, no, sorry, not insulation tape. Right, try cocktail. There we go. Because I am going to need access to down here anyway. So we're just going to get this. Just gonna try and get it into the hole. There we go. Doing this wire is worse than putting in them different coloured wires, because not everything wants to behave the way you want it to. Got it. This will all sort itself out in a minute when we go to the next step, but for now it's been a bit of a blinder. That just does not want to twist at all. It is doing now. Okay, so that's twisted on. Okay, then finally what we need to do is these two pipes that are coming down here, we're actually going to be putting them into this tube. But what we need to do is we need to cut them down, and just by using this other side of the inner bracket, it's going to give us the right length. So we cut that off, stick that in there. Just frayed a little bit there, wasn't too happy with. Just something you've got to be careful with. Okay, so that's gone in there. We're going to do the same on this side. So, snip. Get the black tubing in, along with that ravelled up wire. Okay, and that's all in place. Oh, hang on, no, the black tube has not gone in. I just noticed that then. Right, now it has. I don't know what was happening there. Right, so that's in. A couple of these wires. Yeah, I could be at this wiring for absolutely hours and hours playing with it until I got it right. But as you can see, it's quite loose. So I'm just a bit precautious of that one. You know, without it being so loose. But anyway, it's done. It is actually done. I'm not happy. Oh, that's so let's just try and ravel this up again.
Sorry, there is nothing to repeat.
No, there's nothing, and I don't know why that's gone off. I haven't even asked. Right. This is just me being me now. I want it to look right. I could be like this for hours. There we go. Right, that's in place. I'm happy with that. Just need to tidy up a few bits of these where you can see where the wire's coming out, where it's been twisted. But I'm really happy with that, and this is this stage complete. So, wow. That was a lot of work, but that was definitely worth the effort. That is looking amazing now. Obviously, we're going to have a lot more coming off here, but that's exactly how it says we need it in the magazine. And that's all there is to do. So that is issue 101 done. Well guys, that's it for the DeLorean today and issue 101. I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed that. Now I know the next couple of issues we've got coming up, which is 102 and 103, I think we're more or less doing exactly the same thing that we've done, but on the other side of the vehicle. So it's going to be kind of a little bit repetitive, this one, but nothing really much I can do about that. I do have the next 10 issues to do with this build, but I don't really want to do them all of a sudden and get them all out straight away. I really am enjoying knowing I've got more if I want to film more and record more, as well as getting the normal subscription from Fan Home, which is coming in absolutely fantastically now. I'm really enjoying getting the issues, and we get 5 as well. So where with Eagle Moss we used to get 4 issues, with Fan Home we get 5, so it does work out a little bit easier. But yeah, I just looking forward to getting more done on the vehicle. Anyway, if you like this video, please could you give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell and be notified of any future videos. But as for always guys, stay safe and bye for now.